girl. How are you guys today? How is your... Oh, shit, my gain's way down. Let me turn that shit up. Sorry, I turn my gain way down whenever I'm recording and doing music stuff. So I had my gain, like, on 40% instead of my usual, like, 80. Hi, guys. How are you? Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the church. To be honest, I feel pretty good today because I did not leave my house at all this weekend. It was splendid. The past month, I've been fucking doing shit constantly every day because that's what it is to be an adult. You are constantly doing shit every day. You're always going out. You're always doing fucking something. So the fact that I didn't really have to do shit this weekend was fucking awesome. For me personally, yesterday, I really needed a day where I did not have to leave my house, because I have so many fucking music projects that I needed to do work on. So all day yesterday, I was just singing, and I completely finished like 2 projects, recording wise, and then I got a really good head start on the next cover. So the next cover after the 2 that I was working on. So yeah. Tell me, how was your week? How was your weekend? How are you all doing? And I hope you are all well. Tuber X says my seasonal job ended last week, but now it's time for the side hustle. Oh shit! Rubbing my hands together. What kind of side hustle? Fine said, did the penguin late? The huh? The what? I do not know what you are talking about. But hi, Kine. How are you? One Arm says, I went to celebrate my older sister's birthday. Hell yeah, that sounds wonderful. I hope that your older sister had a nice birthday. The Discord ping for the live. Oh shit, you right. I forgot to send one of those. Damn it. My bad. Oopsie. Hold on, let me type that out real quick. At live streams. I'm live. I forgot. Oopsie daisy. Hi. I usually, that's not automated. I do that myself, which also means that I forgot to post it on Twitter. So, I guess I should do that too. Sorry, guys. Oopsie daisy. Well, thank you guys for coming, even though I forgot to post it literally anywhere. Thank you. Let me see. I already started. Oops, I'm live. Twitch time. Okay. No! Twitter keeps... Okay, lately, Twitter has... I don't know what the fuck is up with Twitter lately, but they keep restricting, like, everything I do, and I always have to refresh or log out and log back in whenever I want to tweet or say anything. It's very annoying. Tis the way social media is. I forgot to post. I'm live. Sorry. Hi. Okay, post. Good enough. Good enough. Hopefully people come. Anyway. Klein says, I got 3 people that want to review for a job tomorrow. Let's freaking go! I hope that one of those interviews goes absolutely wonderfully for you and that you're able to get a job, my friend. Congratulations on the interviews. I hope that they go very well tomorrow. M Gamer says, well, it's been a week, and I am right there with you, buddy. I hope that you are able to... Well, you got your car back now, my friend, so hopefully you're able to, have a better week next week. Sorry, I can't fucking talk ever. But anyway, Klein says, another VTuber got her boobs post shown everywhere. Like, without her consent? Because that's terrible, if so. I hate to hear it. I truly do hate to hear it. Yo, Joker, how are you? Hello, everyone. I hope that you all have had a nice week. Personally, on my end, I have also become very stressed. I've also become very stressed about the fact that it's like almost Christmas, and I haven't really shopped for anybody. But like, so that's not good. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money this week and next week to make sure that everybody I know has gifts. Oopsie. I'm not sure. And also, so I don't know if any of you guys deal with the same thing, but my mom, she's the kind of person who cannot fucking wait for, like, anything. My mom cannot wait for anything. My mom texted me a week ago that she wanted this one thing for Christmas. Great. I'll do that. I would love to do that. because she usually never tells me anything that she ever wants. And then the reason I don't stream on Monday is because those are my mom Mondays. And so I go see my mom every Monday. And I go to her house on Monday. Guess what? She has the fucking thing that she wanted me to give her for Christmas because she can't wait. And so I was like, oh, didn't you want me to get you this for Christmas? And she was like, oh, yeah, I forgot that I sent you the link, which I damn well know that she did not forget that she sent me the link. She just couldn't wait. My mom is utterly addicted to Amazon Prime. And I think that this is a genuine issue for older people. Because I know quite a few of my friends' moms who do the same fucking thing. They no longer have the capacity to wait for anything because Amazon Prime, like, just gets it to you within a day. It's nuts. I wish that I could get my mom things. Because, like, every year for Christmas, I get so stressed out trying to guess what my mom wants, because anything that I could possibly guess that she would want, likely she's already ordered it for herself and it's going to be there tomorrow. And it's terrible. I don't know. How are you guys doing on the Christmas shopping front? I am screwed. I'm screwed. That's all I have to say. Klein says, no, she did a tweet about her model's tits and Twitter blasted it everywhere. She got 10 times her usual view. Yet lately, so when I was in the process of getting my I had the design, right? I had the design, and so you guys see my model's bust size. I feel like it's a moderate to nice bust size, you know? I feel like it's proportionate to the rest of my body. When I was getting my model, when I was getting the model done after I got the design done, the model mama, Triachi, she made my boobs like huge, and I was like, I love them, but maybe they look like they're too much. Because I had also never VTubed or anything before. I was afraid that if I made my boobs too huge, Twitch would, like, ban me on site or something. So I was like, how about we make them more proportional to the rest of the body? And this is the bust size that we eventually came up with. So, like, you know, they're nice round honkers, but they're not particularly huge, you know? But now I'm thinking, shit, maybe I should have made these bitches bigger. Maybe I should have made these bitches bigger. I mean, I feel like it also depends on the outfit. Because, like, in this outfit, it's just, like, kind of a nice under-boob action. A nice, moderate amount of under to center boob reveal, right? But then when you go on, like, my model swap, it's because of the top cleavage. The top cleavage makes it look like she's, like, a fair amount bigger. And then same thing with the ceremonial outfit, because there's generally more cleavage going on, and you could see the booby glare and whatnot. These outfits just kind of make my boobs look bigger, but it's all the same size, I promise you. Classy Robin says, not to be weird, but it is a nice size. I think it's comfortable. I feel the same way, but now that I know that people can have massive tits and Twitch won't ban them, maybe for an eventual 2.0 or something, I'll get bigger boobs or something. I don't know, but I like them. I like the way my model is. I like the way my model is. I like my current tit size. So, Truckin' says nice tits. Hello to you too, my friend. How was your weekend? Zio says, May, if I said boobs would cure me, can I have your tits? The model, not IRL. I do know that you're sick. You are afflicted. If you're suffering from lack of titty disease, I guess I'll give you a little. Hold on, I'll give you what the people want. If it heals you a little bit from your sickness, I'm more than happy to give you an extra dose. A lack of women disease. Mickey Brow says hello. Hey Mickey, Sawi. How are you? My friends are sick and they said that they needed to see some boobs in order to live. So I'm just providing a little bit, you know? Don't worry about it. So anyway, if you don't mind, how are you today? I hope that you're having a nice day today. Mickey says, I'm good. How are you? I'm quite well, thank you. I also was having a little bit of a struggle bus week this week, but I am feeling a lot better than I was in days prior. Mickey says, I'm sick, but now I have trauma. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Here, let me boop. Mikabeto says, hi, May. It's May. Hello, May. How are you? But also, fuck yeah, I've been here for 10 days. Yeah, a 10-day stream streak is pretty big. Nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Butt Pucker says, there is a god. Butt Pucker, huh? I almost read your name as Butt Picker. Do you partake? Kidding. I'm sadly afraid of women. Oh, well, I don't have a gender change slider. I do apologize. If it makes you feel any better, I could just go away. You know? I could just, you guys could just talk to the background, and then I'm sure that would be fine. But I hope you're okay. I'm not sure what happened, but I hope that you're fine. Zio says, May DMs, I did a funny. Okay, let me check my DMs real quick. RQ. She sent me Kirby sucking up a watermelon gif. Said me when I see May tits. Thank you. Much obliged. Mikameto says, Bees wants to make a Sims house of your church. Oh, that's cool. Hey, that's cool. Why not? Go for it. I like that. Mickey says, you're okay. You're not a woman. You're a demon nun. Hey, I'm not a demon. I'm a perfectly normal nun. I don't know where you got the demon idea from. I'm a perfectly normal nun. Don't think about anything. Tuber X says, people in general make me nervous, and I also very much understand. That's also why I am probably not going to go to, like, TwitchCon or anything for a few years, because I'm scared, especially with everything that happened with Emi Richu this year. Or no, not Emi Richu, Emiru. Sorry, wrong E name. But yeah, scary. I'm also scared of people. I don't blame you. Klein says, or you could out-church IT Tech on stream. Well, he is next to me. He's always next to me. But Pucker says, hey, yo, Kirby one-shots melons. So, actually, I'm confused. Any Kirby fans here? I have a question. Considering Kirby. La 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 la. TJ from DK says, I'm 26 and I still don't know where women hide the eggs they lay. We typically just, like, flush them down the toilet, TBH. There's a lot to deal with when you have eggs. Kirby! Yes, I like Kirby! What's the question? Okay, got it. So we have a lot of Kirby fans. So, I'm confused. So, like, you know the Switch 2 recently came out, right? Did a new Kirby game just come out, or was it a remake or something? Because I'm fucking confused. I don't know. I was looking into, like, buying new Kirby game, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a remake. Don't look at me. You didn't hear anything. I didn't know if it was like a remake or if it was a brand new game. Kirby Air Riders is new. I think it's a remake. I don't know anything. Why is everything confusing? I don't understand remakes. I don't understand anything. Hi, Young Dragon Ace. How are you today? Buttpecker says, phone. Okay. Okay. Scrolling back up. Mikabeto says, a scary thing I feel like would be your first Comic-Con. I go to conventions regularly. I just would never go as May because I'm afraid of people knowing who I am. Not that I'm anything, like, bad. I'm just a normal lady, and that scares me. I don't know. Tuber X says, I loved Kirby as a kid. Used to use the Meta Knight as an avatar everywhere. That's awesome! Hell yeah. Tuberex also said, I boycotted this site for like a month. Still would be if I didn't miss people who only stream here so much. I have been considering multi-streaming onto YouTube, but my thing is that Twitch has so much interactivity with like the channel point redeems and stuff like that I feel like the YouTube audience would be missing out if I started multi-streaming on YouTube because they couldn't like interact with my model as much as they can here on Twitch. And I like that you guys can throw shit at me and stuff. So I don't know. But I have been thinking about it lately. But I'd also need to get more mods, and I don't know. More mods specifically for YouTube. But I don't know. Also, welcome to the church, Danny Knows the Chill. I hope you are having a nice day. Neon Meteor says, Kirby Air Riders is the new, and then there's a DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Lands exclusive to the Switch 2. There's too many names! I don't understand! There's too many video games, Kirby! Klein said, Dragon, I thought you were the appointed bodyguard of May. Well, he will when we're when we go to MagicCon together in May. He probably will have to be the assigned bodyguard. Me and Church IT Tech are genuinely my little scrungle emote, that's us. We are approximately 2 inches tall and we will cry. So hello, Danny Knows to Chill. How are you today? Jake says YouTube moderation is kind of jank too. Yeah, I don't know, but everyone always says like multi-streaming is the future, and like I do think it sounds like a good idea, but at the same time, like I don't know. There are some pitfalls to like multi-streaming that I'm not sure if I really want to address yet. But I don't know. It's scary. I'm not gonna think about it. I cast Kirby spell. Oh! But anyway, speaking of video games. I know that the Video Game Awards is this week. I'm curious. Maybe we will start a little bit of Discord, actually. What was everyone's video game of the year? It doesn't necessarily have to be what was, like, nominated for the Video Game Awards or anything, but I'm curious, what was everyone... Meow meow. Why? Dispatch! I've been seeing a lot of people playing Dispatch lately, but I don't know anything about Dispatch myself. Welcome to the church, butt pucker. I'm glad you enjoy being here, my friend. Gamer says, I'll say Pokemon Legends. I'm also confused about the Pokemon game naming conventions. What the fuck is Pokemon ZA? And how is it not Scarlet and Violet? I don't understand anything. Blue Tree. Oh, hi, Blue Tree. Hi, Blue. How are you today? I hope that you've had a nice day. And also, hello to you, Thundertone. Hi, guys. Hello. Happy Sunday. We are approximately 2 inches tall and we will cry. Yep, exactly. 2 inches tall and I will cry. I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing just fine, my friend. Thank you for asking. Gamer says it's a ranking system. You start at ranking Z and you go to rank A. What? What are you talking about? I know you're talking about Pokemon. I just don't fucking understand shit. But that's my fault. I didn't grow up very much on like Kirby or Pokemon or anything like that. So when new Kirbys or new Pokemons or something like that comes out, so confused. I'm always confused. Klein says, the CEO of the Game Awards needs to be shot. He skipped that game, but nominated Death Stranding too. I don't have much of an opinion because I did not play Death Stranding 2. But people they've had issues with Jeff Keighley for years, so it's fucking whatever, man. I think that my favorite game of this year was Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I played it off of stream because I think it's important to still enjoy games for yourself on your own time, and I decided to do that with Expedition 33. Phenomenal experience. One of the best, RPG experiences I've had in a very long time, especially for a turn-based game. Very good game. But I also understand that, like, RPGs aren't for everybody. And also games like Silksong came out this year. Have I played Silksong either? No, because I have not played the Hollow Knight either. But I like, from what I've seen from all the games that have come out this year, I don't really think that there's necessarily a bad choice. But Bucker says, Pokemon has been a lost cause for years. The only thing holding it up is a TCG. I know a lot of people truly hate Game Freak, which I believe is the company that makes the games for Pokemon. And I don't know. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Scarlet. So I don't really have much of a guideline for how good or how bad Pokemon games have been or were good historically, because I played it and I thought it was fun, but I don't have another frame of reference, and I'm also just scared of emulating other Pokemon games because I don't want Nintendo to like sue me or something. I'm very scared. I'm very scared of everything. As I said before, I am 2 inches tall and I will cry. So Jake says, how many more Jeff boyfriend memes are we going to get this year, I wonder? It depends. Depends if the Muppets are going to be there. Ursa Major says, hello, I found you through TikTok. Yay! Welcome in through TikTok. Man, I've been fucking slacking. I haven't posted on TikTok in like a week. I just couldn't think of anything I wanted to post, ever. I'm sorry. I'll get back to it. I have to get back to making clips. I'm sorry. I've heard Expedition 33 kicks ass. It actually really does. If you are either looking for games to stream that have like a really compelling experience, or you're just looking to play something on your own time that just has a really immersive story, I highly recommend you pick up Expedition 33. Honestly, like, I don't know if it's one of my favorite video games ever, but I do think that it is objectively one of the best video games I've ever played. Does that necessarily mean it's a favorite? No. I don't know how that works in my brain. Don't ask me, but but it definitely was very good. I think jury's out on whether or not it has made much of a personal impact on me, because all of my favorite games have had some kind of really good personal impact on me. Like Yakuza 0 is my favorite video game of all time because that game made me sob like a little motherfucker, and it also but like it also was like the most fun I ever had playing a video game ever. To this day, I think about how much fun Yakuza 0 for me as I was playing the video game for the first time. I know. Zio says, in my opinion, Expedition 33 never hooked me. But, like, do you like RPGs? Do you like turn-based games? And also, how far into the game did you get? Because, like, as soon as you finish Act 1 and you get, like, that first shoe drop, I feel like the game really takes off from that point onward. And the ending, I'll be real, it's been a long time since I've experienced a new game that has stuck the landing of the story and then also did, like, 3 backflips and then, like, perfectly landed on its feet and then proceeded to do a back handspring into another set of, like, somersaults before landing again. Fucking crazy for me. But anyway, I'll scroll up. Oh my god, hi Nuka, hi Destructor, how are you guys today? Welcome in, welcome back to the church. Let me pray for you guys real quick, because I just realized I haven't been praying for any of you this whole time. Many prayers for everyone, my friends. Scrolling up. One Arm says, okay, May, here's how Pokemon ZA works. You enter at a big tournament that you start at rank Z. Your goal is to get to rank A. Throughout those goals, you meet people and Pokemon alike. Okay. I guess more or less that makes sense. But how is that different from the normal Pokemon games where your goal is just to, like, collect badges? That is also what I don't understand. I don't know. Ursa Major says, they could have leaned into the mods and ROM hacks that countless people have done, that they were amazing, but instead they got greedy. Well, that's just corporations in general, isn't it? Zio says, I have a cut on the top of my foot because I was walking in the kitchen and the top of my foot scraped against the bottom cabinet door because it was slightly ajar. Oh no! I'm sorry. So many of you have not been winning lately. I apologize. Ursa Major says, played Silt Song. It's good if you like games that will test your sanity, though I suck at games. I have a terrible case of streamer debuff. Because I feel like if I played Hollow Knight off of stream, I would do fine. I feel like if I played a Hollow Knight on stream, I would suck at it like nobody's ever fucking seen before. That's also why I'm afraid to get into Dark Souls games and play them on stream. Because I feel like if I played them off stream, I would do totally fine. But for some reason, the second that I start streaming a video game, it's like I've never had an intelligent thought in my whole entire fucking life. It's like I'm instantly the stupidest nun that's ever existed. So, so I don't know, I'm scared. Ursa Major says, Pokemon was that for me. I grew up on it and it breaks my heart to see how far they've fallen. So, Pokemon games in general, like, because of Game Freak? Or because, like, is there something going on with, like, the stories that you don't enjoy anymore? Because I did not grow up on Pokemon, I don't know. And if you don't know much about me, the reason I'm a nun is because I have incredible religious trauma with the Catholic Church. I grew up in a very Christian school, very Catholic environment where Pokemon was banned. I was not allowed to watch Pokemon, not allowed to watch Harry Potter, none of that stuff. So a lot of, like, the early 2000s cultural touchstones like Pokemon, Harry Potter, all of those things, I totally missed out on because I was not allowed to interact with those as a child because of my school. And my parents didn't really give a shit, so if the school told me not to do something, they weren't gonna do it either, you know? But I don't know. Ursa says, oh man, Pokemon is a deep rabbit hole. So when I lost my job, in January, and I worked at a Pokemon TCG store for a couple of months, just a collectible store here in Vegas. I got a pretty good grasp on Pokemon TCG, but the Pokemon games themselves are still rather out of my element. I don't understand a lot about those. Buttpucker also asked me, ever play Plague Tale series? Lots of emotion and tears. I have not, but I do like games that earn and deserve your emotional investment. So you've piqued my interest. I've also had quite a couple people tell me to get into Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm just also playing. I'm playing 2 RPG series right now, and I still have to pick back up Final Fantasy X too. So I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Classy Rom says, I don't normally like turn-based games because I get bored and I find them tedious. Depends on the theme, aesthetic, and story. Have you considered French people? Have you considered the French? That's Expedition 33. Have you considered French film noir? That's pretty much Expedition 33. One Arm says, so there are wild zones that that hold certain Pokemon. Once you complete a rank, let's say E for example, then you get 3 new areas with Pokemon to collect. How? Oh? Okay, fuck it, whatever. Sure. Zio says, I think the only game that made me cry was The Walking Dead. That game ending caused, because you play as the main character who was looking after a little girl, and he gets bit, and you go into a police station, and the POV switches to the little girl, and either you can put him out of his misery or leave home to become a zombie. Ooh, that does sound pretty compelling. I think I personally struggle from the affliction of there was so much zombie media in the early 2000s that I still have never appreciated anything with like zombie type of media. Because if you look at the early 2010s, there's so fucking many things that came out related to zombies, like Left 4 Dead, The Walking Dead, God. There's billions, all right? There's billions of zombie media that came out, like Last of Us. Billions of zombie-themed media that came out in the early 2010s that I got so fucking fatigued about ever hearing zombies that I personally have never really played any of like these zombie-themed games. That means I've never really played like Left 4 Dead. I've never played The Last of Us. I've never really played Walking Dead games. I've never really touched any of that with a 10-foot pole because I got so sick and fatigued of that kind of media because of how everywhere it was in the early 2010s. And I feel like I also am feeling the same thing currently because of superhero stuff. And while there have been very good superhero movies that have come out within the past couple of years, apparently, I wouldn't fucking know. Because extra layer of preface here. I worked at a movie theater when Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War came out. That shit made me want to kill myself, and I have a personal grudge against superhero movies, particularly Marvel movies, because of the hell that I went through. Have I enjoyed a couple of the Marvel movies? Yes. That widely, I am quite sick of superhero stories. So, I don't know. Victoria Bocci says, I'm a simple goth mouse. I see heavy metal and I click. Yes! If you like heavy metal, you can check out some of my covers sometimes. I'm a pretty good singer, I think. Oh no, I spelled cover wrong. There you go. If you guys are here for the first time and you also don't know that I sing, I do have covers. But you don't have to leave. You can just watch that later. Just keep it in a tab for later, you know? Anyway. Pastor Ram says, I'll probably get on the same once my recent financial situation improves. Understandable. Classy Ram says, zombie media, Resident Evil? Yes, please. I also never played Resident Evil. But I do think Leon Kennedy is hot. I do like the mods where they turn him into a Catgirl maid or make him naked. Big fan of those mods. I don't think I could stream those on Twitch, but big fan of those mods. Perhaps that would whatever. Ow. M Gamer says the zombies thing isn't pushed to death, no pun intended. Have you ever played or known about the BioShock series? I have not, and I know next to nothing about BioShock. I don't know anything. Zio says, oh May, yay! I was trying to sing a metal song and my vocal cords shook so much I gagged and I almost threw up. There are different kinds of metal screams to do. Personally, the way that I do my metal screams, I'm still okay. I'm not in the place where I'm very good at gutturals, where you push the sound as low as you can and try to bring it deep from your stomach. I'm not very good at those. What I'm good at is I try to place my metal screams above where my vocal... Okay, this is gonna sound kind of crazy. So when you are singing, or you're speaking in general, there is something called the soft palate on your tongue. When you raise your soft palate, like when you're singing or something, you're able to get a different sound out of your singing when you raise your soft palate. So what I do with my metal screams is I try to kind of place it, when you're thinking about where you want to place your sound, I try to place it above my vocal cords, so I'm not pushing it through your throat. When you push a scream through your throat, that is what causes you the pain. So what I do is I try to place the sound above my vocal cords, so it is not going through my throat, and instead is going above my throat. So I know it doesn't make sense, because technically, you cannot place anything out of your throat. But when you're, it's like, I'm talking in singing terms here, you know? Out your nose? No, because that would give you a more nasal sound. What you want to do is you want to raise the curve of your tongue a little bit, and you want to push the sound out from where, like, that tongue raise is. I know it doesn't make sense. It takes a lot of practice to get you there, but, like, so when I do a metal scream raw, it doesn't sound very aggressive. Like, for me, my metal screaming is more gremlin-y, so like, that noise is coming out above my vocal cords, so it is not running through my vocal cords, ergo, it does not cause me pain. Ideally, you should be searching for a sound that does not cause you pain. So even if that makes you sound like a gremlin, that'll work. You can work with that. But there are other metal vocalists who, like my friend Okami. She is another fantastic small metal vocalist VTuber in the scene. She is so fucking stellar at gutturals. And like for her, gutturals are quite comfortable. I can't do those, but I continue to work on myself and my vocal abilities so that I can eventually do those. I know a lot of what I said doesn't make sense if you are not a singer or if you are not, if something like that, but that's how I try to describe it. Can we get a link? Yeah, give me a second. Let me get you a link to Okami's channel here, because she's fucking crazy. She is nuts. She is a trans girl singer, and she is incredibly talented. So let me get you with a link to her YouTube channel so that you can check her out as well. She does stream on Twitch as well. Okay. So she did a song with Shoto Chris. You can hear her gutturals and screams very well in this song. This is not her channel, but this is probably like the most popular song that she's been on. And you could find her links there. But, yeah. Okami shout out! Sorry. Destructor says, Cardivox Academy on YouTube does a really good job explaining all the different techniques. If you open your mouth really wide and you put a sound out your nose, you get a high-pitched goblin scream. But that's, like, also different for me, because I do get a goblin scream, but it doesn't come through my nose. I place it above my vocal cord so that it doesn't run through my throat. And running through your throat is what causes the pain. But... all that is to say, all that is just to say, a lot goes into metal singing and screaming. So, Zio, as you're in the process of learning, don't be afraid to make really ugly sounds. You're not gonna get a nice sound out of you for a very long time. It takes a lot of practice, but you will get there eventually. And it is literally different for every person. It's different for every person. A good sound that you will like coming out of yourself will not necessarily be the same sound that comes out of my mouth. So, you know. Truckin says, shower streams are Discord exclusive. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you're replying to Blue. I was like, hold on. I have never once showered streamed. Well, okay, I have showered, but not shower streamed. To preface. Loses a tic-tac-toe to myself. Oh no! When I did a Magic the Gathering stream with Truckin' and Zio, and Dad Bod Rapunzel, who also is known as World Eater Rapunzel, another metal vocalist, if you guys are so inclined to look up my friends. I got bored waiting for the turns, so I started playing tic-tac-toe with Zio during the Magic the Gathering stream.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Destructor says one of the new Wayfarers playable characters in Elden Ring Night Rain is called Undertaker, which is essentially a nun with a mace. I'll post a couple pics of her in Discord if you'd like to see her. I'm always down to look at more nuns, baby! Give me them nuns. Give me them holy titties, please. Big fan of nuns. Big fan of nuns. That's why I watch a lot of other, like, church-themed VTubers, because I think nuns are hot. That's why I made myself, hey, nuns are hot, baby. Holy tits. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Buttpucker says, moans loudly down a hallway. My path is set. What? Okay. Yay. Okay. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Actually, how does the shout-out thing work? Shout-out. Because I would like to give a shout-out to a couple of my metal vocalist friends, but I don't know how the shout-out function works. Smart Nip says, nipples are just straws for beginners. Man. So, are you aware of my nipple dreams? Because I technically, I have had a dream similar to that. The default Twitch or a chatbot one? The default Twitch one, I suppose, but I don't know how it works. Default Twitch is just shout-out name. Ah, okay. Shout-out. Username. Okay. I'm not entirely... Oh, I have to look up her name real quick, because I'm not entirely sure if I'm typing her last name out correctly. Oh, okay, I put an underscore and there's no underscore. Okay, this was the... Oh, no! It said it didn't exist. No! Sorry, I'm figuring it out. There you go, mates in the gaming chamber. All right, okay. Okay. Am I stupid? Can I not spell? Well, fair enough. Close enough. I was trying to shout out one of my metal vocalist friends. I apologize. I'm stupid. But anyway, nipple dreams. What? All right, let me pull out the TikTok. Let me pull out the TikTok and get you the link to that. I had two different nipple dreams, TLDR, and they were both very weird. Don't think about them too much. All I can say is that I was a very insecure teenager.
La 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 la.
My TikTok genuinely does kind of make me seem insane. SO only works if you have a chatbot. If you don't, then you shout out. Okay, I give up. I give up. I typed out her name so you guys can see it later. Hold on. Where the hell did my nipple TikToks go? Where the fuck did my nipples go? Well, not my nipples. My nipple TikTok go. What? Ah, found it. There you go. This is for you, smart nips. Oh my god, that's a terribly long link. I apologize for the terribly long link. Bluetree says, if you think your TikTok is insane, seeing my Insta feed would probably think I'm deranged. I already think you're a little bit deranged, Blue. Not too much of a difference there, my friend. But anyway, what else was your guys' like, what else are your guys' like favorite games or movies or experiences this year? Because it is like the general season where we're all, ow, where we're all looking back on the experiences that we had during the year. So I'd like to know, what other games did you guys enjoy? What other movies did you guys like to go see? What else? I was thinking, like, what were my favorite things this year? And I can't even fucking remember, because I feel like I did a lot of shit this year.
Well, thanks for the stream streak, Destructor.
Movies 2025. Cause I don't fucking remember shit. Butt Bucker says, Oblivion remastered. I need to start playing those hard games. I'm scared of them, but I need to start playing them. Gamer says, favorite games, Legend of Zelda, Mega Man X, Digimon. Okay, so those are things that you revisited this year. Nice. Or played for the first time this year. Nice. Zio says, I want to see the Michael Jackson biopic Iron Lung. I do. Okay, I'm scared. Like, I want to see the Iron Lung movie, but I'm also scared. Destructor says, Night Rain. I know, I need to get into Dark Souls games. I'm sorry. I'm a pussy. I'm sorry. Marwal says, my list is too long. My lobster too buttery. And you know what? That's good. Good for you. I'm glad that you are able to look back on all of the good things that you enjoyed this year. This is like I don't know why this is the first thing that's coming to my mind, but I really enjoyed the Fantastic Four movie that came out over the summer. And I know I just complained about superhero movies and how I was fucking sick of seeing them, but I actually really liked that one. Warsaw Pieces, I think the only modern movie I saw this year was Zootopia 2. It was awesome. Also, seeing The Matrix on the big screen was amazing as always. I only watched The Matrix, the movie from the 90s, for the first time this year. And it made me realize I had never seen a movie with young Keanu Reeves in it. Tucks my hair behind my ear. He's kind of cute. Also, not a movie that came out this year, but I also watched Blade and Blade 2 for the first time this year. Probably my favorite, action movies ever. That shit was fucking awesome. I absolutely adored Blade. Truckin says, time to get naked. Okay. Enjoy washing your white ass, my friend. Glad to know you're keeping up on cleanliness. Warsaw P says, I'm disappointed I didn't see the new Superman. I did not see it either, but my mom told me she liked it. One Arm says, probably because Fantastic Four wasn't that much superhero movie, more emotional family story. Yeah, maybe. Thunderdome says, what about Blade 3? That is saved for the next, that's going to be saved for the next time I hang out with that group of friends that I watched Blade 1 and Blade 2 with. We watched Blade 1 for my friend's birthday, and then we all met back up for Halloween and had, a Halloween party. So then we watched Blade 2 for Halloween. So Blade 3 will be the next time that we all gather. Maybe for Christmas. I don't know. Warsaw P says, we do not talk about Blade 3. Yeah, I did see that Ryan Reynolds was in it, and that made me nervous. That made me a little bit nervous. Truckin says, I might be a pervert, but I refuse to be a dirty pervert. Okay, and you know what? Fair enough. Hi, Raiders! Welcome in, the legendary anime warrior and your raider. I hope you guys are having a nice stream. And a nice day as well. Hi, guys. Hello, how are you? And welcome. What was your stream? What were you playing? How are you doing? And I hope you are having a nice day. If you need to raid and run, feel free to get all of the rest that you need. I hope you had a nice stream, though. Classy Rom says, do you not like Ryan Reynolds? It's not that I don't like Ryan Reynolds, but I feel like, especially after Deadpool, he plays the same character every time. He is always the sardonic, snarky, bullshit, I just said a funny thing and we all need to laugh at it before we get to the next scene type of actor. And I don't know. I'm kind of sick of that. Character archetype. And I've heard that Blade 3 is the first time where he kind of plays that kind of snarky, sardonic role. So it kind of makes me less excited to see Blade 3, even though I really enjoyed Blade 1 and 2. He's always played that character. Yeah, I don't know. Certain actors get typecast into certain roles that I really don't enjoy to begin with. Legendary Anime Warrior says, thank you. Well, I had a normal stream, nothing special. So yeah, how are you? I'm doing fine. I'm also doing well today, my friend. I hope that your normal stream was at least fun for you. Dragon says, I would let Ryan Reynolds ruin me. Well, interesting choice. I feel like I would have chosen, not to say that Ryan Reynolds is not attractive. He's an actor. Of course he's attractive, but he's not personally my cup of tea. I would have chosen a Keanu Reeves type, if I was to let an actor ruin me. Sure, T-Tech, do you concur? He nodded. He also would let Keanu Reeves ruin him. Got it. So anyway. As I was asking, everyone's favorite things this year, favorite games, favorite movies, even if they're not from this year. if they're a little bit older, what is something that you experienced this year that you feel was a very worthwhile experience for you all? Personally, I was born in Washington, and I've not been back to Washington since I was born, since I was like 2 months old. So we went back to Washington this year, and that was very memorable for me. I actually really enjoyed the Pacific Northwest. I don't know if I'd ever live there, because I feel like if I had to live somewhere where it rained, I'd kill myself. Washington State, not Washington, D.C. Yeah, Washington State. Ryan Stamper says, yay, I'm streaking! Oh my god, 20? Do I stream that much? That's crazy. I guess I do try to stream 4 nights a week. That's crazy! 20 streams is nuts. Thank you for being here so often, Ryan. You are so kind. I thank you very much. ASMRsonist. Oh, hi, ASMRsonist. Man, I want to get into ASMR so bad. I'm so I'm so jealous. I love ASMR. Anyway. Blue says, what the fuck? Don't tell me. I just get to know today that Washington, D.C. and state are different. Motherfucker, you didn't know that Washington State and Washington, D.C. are 2 different things? Didn't you live in America at some point? Didn't you just move back to Germany? How did you not know that those 2 things are different? Klein says I didn't. Okay, well, you guys aren't. If you're not in America, I don't blame you for not knowing that thing. If you're European, I do not expect you guys to know fucking anything about America. Don't fucking worry about it. Blue Tree says, no, I used to live in the Middle East. Okay, so I just didn't know where you lived. Then, in that case, no fault is on you, my friend. So yes, Washington, D.C. and Washington State are 2 different sides of the country. You know. Jorgen says, May doing ASMR would just be farts and chokes due to breathing and blowing nose and high-pitched squeals. No! I love ASMR. I have been listening to ASMR for years and years, many years. So like, if I got one of those fucking 3DO mics, I would do my damnedest. I would do like scripted shit. I would love to do roleplay ASMR. I also think that like, personally for me, when I've had a really hard week, I love listening to ASMR where they're just telling me that I did a good job and that I don't have to kill myself. Is actually really comforting, and I would like to do that. As well. I think it's called affirmational ASMR. But I'm actually a really big fan of ASMR, and I would like to do ASMR streams someday. But that's you know. May has a praise kink. Yeah, I have religious trauma. Why did you think I'd have something else? But Pucker says, same, been listening to ASMR for years, but no longer get tingles. I overdid it. Me too. Me too. Man. Also, kind of weird. My mom was having a really bad trip one time. You know, my mom was having a really bad trip because of something that she had taken. And so I laid my mom down in my bed and I put on sand cutting ASMR for her. And it actually, it worked like a charm. So I like don't listen to sand cutting ASMR, but it was like the perfect distraction for my mom when she was having a bad trip. So like ASMR, I think could work wonders for people. ASMR Sinister says, I moderate for a couple ASMR streamers. Yeah, the term is. Oh wait, you have a Hades 2. You have a Hades 2 fucking little thingy. That's what I forgot to mention. I fucking love Hades 2. Honestly, that was probably my favorite video game of 2025. Expedition 33 and Hades 2 are like my favorite video games of this year. Fucking love Hades 2. Great game. Warsaw P says, I'm sorry, plenty Europeans know more about the U.S. than, let's say, Kyle C. from Buckfuckville, Missouri. We kinda have to, because the U.S. butts in everywhere. And that's fair. But, like, I don't expect people that not from America to understand what the fuck America is. Klein says, when do you buy a 3DO? I don't fucking know, dude. Those things are like $300. Those things are, like, expensive. I don't know. At some point. Maybe for my birthday, I'll do like a birthday donathon or something. We'll work on getting a 3DO or something. But I kinda want to. before I do that, I kind of want to invest in getting like a 3D model so I could start like dancing and stuff, but I don't know. ASMR Sinus says, I still gotta play it. I got the badge from subbing. Didn't know the promo was happening. Ah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I sang it on stream before, but the ending song for Hades 2 that plays when you beat the game for the first time, Time Belongs to Us. Probably like one of my favorite songs this year. It's not metal, not anything. One of my favorite songs this year was from a video game, but God, it was such a good song. It also helps that I'm a big fan of Colin Ryan, who is a voice actor of Apollo in Hades 2, so. I expected those to be like $1,000. Some of the 3DO microphones are on the cheaper side. I think the one that I have on my throne is only like $300 to $400 or something, but like, again, that's, oh yeah, $400. But again, that's not anything I would ever ask you guys for. That's something that I would save up for. But I got other shit to do that. I got other shit to do before I save up for some more streaming stuff. I've spent too much money on VTubing this year. Ryan Stanford 96 says, "You want to sing it for us, May?" It was how does the fucking song go again? Oh yeah. We all are one, the glowing moon and shining sun. Very good song. That is Time Belongs to Us from Hades 2. Probably one of my favorite songs this year, TBH. Destructor says, I don't like ASMR specifically because I have tinnitus, so happy sounds and white noise sounds make my ears ring really, really loud, so I stay away from it. And that is perfectly fine. Not every content is for everyone. Warsaw Pieces, chat, Christmas is coming up, let's chip in and get that mic. No. You guys have families to get gifts for. You guys have friends to get gifts for. The last thing I need is anything else from you guys this year. You guys did more than enough for me last month. So thank you for the thought, but you guys did more than enough for me last month. I'm fine. Thank you, though. I thank you, though. That is very kind of you to suggest. I've received more than enough this year. I got this mic from you guys in July, so that is more than enough for me. And getting this mic, by the way, wouldn't have never expected that to happen to me either. So don't worry about it. Klein says, if we buy the Magic the Gathering pack, will you open it on stream? I would like to, yeah. I actually have a ton of fucking Magic cards now. I would need to get a hand cam still. But a hand cam is like $50. I could buy that myself. I don't know. M. Gamer says, but you're a friend.
No, what? You guys are my friends? That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like having friends. Thank you, guys.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of tapping ASMR either. Not because I don't find the sound calming or anything. I just prefer whispering ASMR. When I listen to like ASMR, I usually go for like whispering ASMR, roleplay ASMR, affirmational ASMR, or like kind of silly, but I love like head scratching ASMR as well, where they're like petting you. And they're like, your hair feels so good. And I'm like, oh, yes, thank you. I put conditioner in my hair. or sometimes I'll be like, damn, girl, you got so many fucking mats in your hair. What are you fucking doing to that rat's nest? And I'm like, oh, damn, you're making fun of me on my ASMR? But whatever. ASMR Sinus says, I found my song of the year, 1914, The Siege of... Oh, I don't know that word. Is that a Polish word? Where's all Pete? Is that a Polish word? Highly recommend that song in the album Viribus Unitus by 1914. I'm a metal junkie, so thank you for more metal. I am terrible, and I was too depressed last week to listen to Warsaw Pete's metal playlist, but Warsaw Pete sends through a lovely metal playlist every Sunday in my Discord server. I'm sorry that I didn't listen to that last week. I was preoccupied with my own thoughts of mortality and other sad things. But I will make a point to listen to it this week. Okay, let me look. 1914. I have a notepad that I physically write notes down whenever someone mentions something cool. 1914. Viribus Unitus album from ASM Arsonist. I know it's not like the most like quick way to make notes, but I don't know. I like writing sticky notes. They're kitties, so why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I like them?
Anyway, yay!
Oop, ads. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about ads, everybody. When you planning Discord events, the vocals are always empty. I know. I know. It's my fault. I get too, like... I get, like, whims. I get a whim to be like, I should just ask everyone to play Fortnite with me. I know I need to make, like, formal events. It's also just hard to find a game that everyone can play, besides, like, Among Us. Oh, shit. I just saw the nun that Destructor sent me. That's a hot nun. Undertaker, huh? That's a good nun. That's a hot nun right there. Slay. That's a hot nun right there. Thank you for sharing, Destructor.
Nope.
Okay. But I know I need to do more Discord events. That is on me. That's on me for not planning things well. That's on me for not planning things well or quick enough. I don't know, maybe if I wanted to do Discord events more often, I'd probably have to stream one day less because I do work full time. And I like go see my family and see Church IT Tech's family on a very regular basis. So I don't know. I'm kind of busy. It's my bad. We still talking 1914? No, but Warsaw Pete did recognize the band that you were talking about, my friend. I also was writing it down on my sticky notes, so I can look it up after. A nun finding another nun hot, poetic. Yeah, why do you think I designed myself the way that I did? I wanted to make a hot nun because of my own religious drama. We can always get hotter. I got another outfit. This is a more normal outfit, but I got more outfits if you're not that much into nuns. And then I also got this one too. This one I feel makes me more like a jazz singer rather than sexy nun. But I think the veil and my general aesthetic still kind of leans into that. But
yeah. I like nuns. I think they're hot and sexy. And I think it would be cool if they started beating me with rulers. Ow, 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 ow.
Thanks. Welcome to the church, Ace Arabian Assassin. I hope you are having a nice day. Welcome in, my friend. Make yourself comfortable.
La 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 la.
Now I'm thinking about Hades 2 again. I would like to play more roguelike or roguelite games. I still don't know if Hades is a roguelite or a roguelite. I always forget the difference between the two of them. But I would like to play more of those games. Ace Arabian Assassin says, "Hey yo, hey yo to you too, my friend. How are you, my friend? How are you today?" Klein says, "Roguelike. Ah, okay. I need to play some more of those. Like I've been told many a time that The Binding of Isaac is also a very fun one. And I would like to play. But my thing is, like, when I get obsessed with games, I don't like to, like, wait to stream them. I want to just, like, play them and blitz through them. Which is why I didn't play Hades 2 on stream, because I knew I'd want to just, like, speed through it as fast as possible. And I'd want to, like, anytime for the last, like, month, anytime that I wasn't streaming or working on music stuff, I've just been playing Hades 2. I've been addicted to Hades 2. And that's how I get with video games I really like. Like, when earlier in the year, when Expedition 33 came out, I didn't stream Expedition 33 because, one, I wanted to have the experience for myself without, you know, spoilers or anything like that. And two, I played it every moment that I wasn't at work, I wasn't streaming, or I wasn't working on music stuff. I get crazy. I get crazy about games I really want to finish. Destructor says she's an interesting character. I haven't used her all that much, but I'm going to as soon as I'm done with my Wilder Remembrance. I need to get into Dark Souls games too, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Ace Arabian Assassin says, I'm good. Just got home. How's your holiness doing? I am doing quite well today, my friends. Hello, Ace Arabian Assassin, and also hello, 1997 Tacoma water pump gasket. Actually, in my Discord server, they were like, May, did you not realize that he's saying a penis joke? And I was like, no. So they were sending me photos of the 1997 Tacoma water pump gasket. I didn't realize that your name was Penis, dog. But you know what? Hell yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. I like it. I like it. Destructor says, I said it earlier, but Night Rain is more like a roguelike than a Souls-like. Okay. Maybe it would be good for me to get into, because I'm a little too afraid of the other Souls games, because I've just heard about... Oh, I got distracted. My cat is sleeping in a circle. Meow meow. Oh, sorry. I like my cat, guys. Oh man, what the fuck was I talking about? Ah, shit. I love my cat too much. I instantly forgot what I was talking about. Ah, man. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Oh well, too late. ASMR Sita says ADHD, or in my case, autism DHD, be like,
Yeah, I am probably...
I'm probably somewhere on the spectrum, but I don't, I'm not gonna think about it or get a diagnosis, so whatever. Warsaw B says, May loves that pussy. Well, I do love my cat, but I am a bisexual woman, so you are correct in both cases. Correct in both cases, my friend. Is your cat named after Mau Mau? My cat is, like, Mau Mau from the Apothecary Diaries? No, my cat is actually just named Meow Meow. So my cat is a rescue. I got her from a shelter last year, and her name at the shelter was Meow Meow, because when she meows, she literally goes... And so she meow meows. My cat literally meow meow. So I just my cat meow meow. We were thinking about naming her like Peachy or Momo, because that's peach in Japanese, but we ended up sticking with Meow Meow because Meow Meow was too cute to pass up. And every time we told someone that we adopted a cat named Meow Meow, they'd go, "Oh, Meow Meow," and so we just ended up keeping Meow Meow. Klein says, what? Don't change the subject. Confess. The power of Christ compels you. What? That I'm bisexual? Yeah, I've always been. Church IT Tech is the only man that I've ever dated. I've only ever dated women before this. I've only ever dated women. Church IT Tech is the only man in my life. Has always only been the only man in my life.
La la la.
That's how you can tell that he's a good man. Because he made me, I don't know, quit my women streak, I guess. Sai says, so he's still not beating the cuck chair allegations? No cucking. Don't worry. But yeah, my cat is not named after any character in particular. My cat's just Meow Meow, because that's how she meows. I wish that you guys could hear her on stream, because her meow is really cute, but she, my OBS settings make it so that it cuts out any of the other sound that goes on around me, so... usually can't hear my meow meow. No meow meows for you. I'm sorry. Sai says, mine just don't barn on my chicken tender. So I've done very good job. I learned from my mom's fat ass dogs. Don't ever feed your pets human food, or they're going to expect it forever until the end of time. So I've been very good, and I've never given Meow Meow any human food of any kind, because she still only ever really wants her cat food. At times, she will smell something I'm making and be like, ooh, what's that? But I never give her any. MDR says, eggs are good for their fur, though. Yes, but, whenever I give my cat wet food of any kind, it makes her diarrhea, fucking crazy. My cat genuinely explodes if you give her wet food, so I only really feed her dry food. Klein says, so you only had cat beforehand. We'll come back to this. I don't know how this is so much of a discussion topic for you, Klein. I've always been a bisexual woman, and I've always been quite candid about my bisexuality. I've only ever dated women, except for Church IT Tech. He's a guy. He's just some guy. Actually, Church IT Tech is a really good person because at the time when we were talking, I was still pretty comfortable. Like I was very loosely labeled. I just called myself queer, but I was considering like even I always kind of experienced attraction to men, but I was only really ever comfortable dating other women. Because of experiences that I've had in my past. I have tried to go on dates with men, but they were always so catastrophically bad that I was like, all right, got it. All men suck ass. I'm just going to keep dating women. And so I've only ever really dated women until when me and Church IT Tech were talking, and he told me that he liked me, and I was like, can you give me a couple weeks to sort my shit out? Because I don't know if I'm attracted to you or if I just like talking to you a lot. And then I ended up actually, you know, being attracted to him, and he is my partner 4 years. I do like this guy. But like the biggest green light is that he actually gave me the time to figure my shit out. He was just like, okay, no problem. And he gave me the weeks that I needed to figure out if I actually liked him in that way or if I just liked talking to him. So ladies, if you're queer, or men, if you're queer and if you're talking to someone you're not really sure about, tell them that you need a minute to decide. And if they're like, okay, figure it out, and they give you space, hey, go for it. That's the biggest green flag that anyone could give you. Warsaw Pieces, DBH, Meow Meow is just such a caveman level of naming. It's awesome. Because that's the noise she makes. She go meow meow. That's a name. Meow meow.
Meow. Meow. Yum, 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 yum.
Speaking of which, Church IT Tech, show yourself, you coward. I think he's playing Destiny 2 over there. He can't come over, or else I'd let him or else I'd let him get on the mic. But yeah, he's in the middle of something over there.
Yum, 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 yum.
Sai says he's now asking for another piece of tendy by putting a paw on my forearm. I love cats. I like a part of me does wish that Meow Meow would be like would be cute like that and be like, oh please, mama. But I also do kind of prefer it that she doesn't really fuck with human food, because that means that she doesn't scream and cry whenever I eat.
I don't know. La 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 la.
Will he play Marathon next week? What's Marathon?
I do not know.
I don't know shit. You'll have to educate me, my friend. I also I guess I also just really like pet names where they're like cutesy. Like before I got Meow Meow, I wanted to name my cat like Mrs. Whiskers or something, you know? Like I wanted a very cutesy, stupid name. And I feel like Meow Meow is kind of in that same vein. I've always wanted a dumb named cat, you know? Ryan Stamper says,
Oh, I love the Destiny games.
yeah, he's been on a sabbatical from Destiny 2 for a while, but he came back for the Star Wars expansion. Warsaw P says, TBH, after hearing horror story after horror story from my female friends and listening to my guy friends talk about women, yeah, most men suck ass. It's also, I think a big part of it is where I live. If you do not know, I live in Vegas. And the dating pool here is not great. And as a bisexual woman, I can tell you all, most of the women here ain't shit either. It's just that the men happen to be slightly worse. And I know that I've told this story before, but one time I did go on a date with a guy, and another layer of context here, I'm half Mexican. I went on a date with a guy, and he was like, what's your ethnicity? And I was like, oh, I'm half Mexican. And then he said, like, oh, well, the white part about you's the better half. Which, like, racist? Why would you also say that when you're on a date with someone? And then when we were leaving the place that we got, like, dinner in, there was an elevator to get back up to the parking garage, and then he tried to shove his tongue down my throat, and make out with me in the elevator when, the dinner already went so fucking poorly. But at the time, I didn't have a car. I rode the bus. This guy was my ride home. And so I just had to deal with it so that he would take me home. And the entire drive, he kept trying to wedge his hand up my skirt, which I would very politely like nudge it back down because it was the first date, mind you. Yeah, like as soon as I got home, I blocked his ass. So, Yeah, not fun. Jesus, that guy was a fuckboy. Yeah, and you want to know how I met that guy? From my private Christian high school. Like, I already knew him. He just, oh, God. God. Anyway, every time I think about that experience, it gives me a headache. But yeah. Squirrel Officer First Class, sister, I have sinned. I have an addiction to VTuber feet. Please forgive me. Well, unfortunately, unfortunately, most people can only agree with you there, my friend. Unfortunately, I have a feet sticker in my Discord server because somebody asked for it. I just couldn't have it on Twitch. Oh, well, not a raid as soon as I start talking about feet. No. Hi guys, my name is May. I am a non-metal VTuber. If you need to raid and bounce, please feel free to check out my covers. Damn it, I spelled cover wrong again. Cover. But I also am into music, I'm into gaming, I'm into anime, and general gothic aesthetics. Big fan of RPGs here. Lately we have been playing Nier Replicant and Kingdom Hearts, and eventually I will get back to playing Final Fantasy X too.
Hi guys, hi Shiba Maru.
How was your stream, my friend? I hope that you had a wonderful stream.
Hello.
How are you, my dear? How was your stream? What were you playing? And if you were not playing something, how are you doing? How did it go? But yeah, feet. We were talking about feet emotes. TBH, there's this meme where it's just like, ask a white supremacist racist GS. Guess what? It ain't white. It usually isn't. And it's a very weird power dynamic thing I mostly have seen. But, whatever. Probably the same reason why my dad, a white guy, only ever dates Mexicans. He's also one of the worst people I've ever met in my life. So, side note. Shiba Mario says, was good. First stream back after a couple weeks of strep. Good to feel healthy again. Oh, no! Strep throat! I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. I was a thumb sucker as a kid. So I would get strep throat really often because I was a gross kid and I would be playing on a playground or in a library and get a bunch of germs on my hands and then I would suck my thumb all day. So I understand. I also have struggled with strep my whole life. I hope that it does not have a recurrence anytime soon, and I'm sorry to hear that. In fact, I'll pray that you never get strep ever again. Amen. But yes, my stream is going well today. We're just having a nice little yapping Sunday sermon session today. And we're just enjoying each other's company. And another Mr. President, another raid has hit the second tower. Hello everybody, my name is May. I am a metal themed nun VTuber. And I'm cool, I guess. Cool, I guess.
Hi, hi, Grand Codex.
How is everyone today? Typically, I play RPGs here. Been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts, a lot of Nier Replicant. We were playing Final Fantasy X before this. And I'm also generally into otaku stuff, you know, VTubing, anime, gothic aesthetics. But I am always here. How are you all today? Welcome into my church. How was your stream, Codex? Codex says, "How is this where the feet lovers come in?" Yeah, apparently. Yeah, apparently. Literally, okay, so Shiba Maru also just raided. Literally right as Shiba Maru came into stream, we were talking about the feet emote that I have on my, that I have in my Discord server, because the first tier 2 subber just, that first tier 2 subber wanted a feet emote. Twitch did not let me have the feet emote, so it's just in my Discord server. However, also, even though I am not a feet enjoyer, I do think that it's very interesting that the part of your brain that, like, drives sexual desire is near the part of your brain that, like, registers, like, feet or something, I guess. And so, I wish I could remember the exact part of the brain. But the part of the brain that's tied to your feet and the part of your brain that is tied to pleasure are very close to one another. So that is the reason why a foot fetish is such a popular fetish, if you did not know. A bit of education today in the church. What kind of anime you like. My favorite anime is like Mob Psycho 100. I'd say is my top favorite. I also really like Kill la Kill. I really like Madoka Magica. Big into magical girl anime. Also a big Sailor Moon fan. My favorite romance anime is Kaguya-sama Love is War. What else? I don't know. I stopped counting. I remember the anime that I stopped counting. I've watched over 356 anime. That's what the number I stopped counting as, and that was like 4 years ago. I don't even fucking know how much anime I've seen anymore. It's a lot. I love anime. It's the only thing I've ever watched. Let me see. Grand Codex says, it is right behind my eyes, so stress headache. I'll be going to take a nap. I'm sorry, wife. I got a bad headache. No! I'm tucking you in. I'm wrapping you up in a little blanket tortilla, and I hope that you have the best nap possible. In fact, I pray that you have the most calming and rejuvenating nap that the world has ever seen, and I hope that your headache goes away very, very soon. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank you for the wait, wife. Have a good nap.
Somatosensory cortex? Yeah, I think... that sounds correct. Actually, let me look it up. Somatosensory cortex. Is a brain region in the parietal lobe. It processes bodily sensations like touch, pain, temperature, pressure, and proprioception, creating a sensory map, homunculus of the body. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I'm sorry. I wish I was smart enough to really remember what that documentary that I watched about the parts of the brain and foot fetishes and stuff. But meow meow. Let me see. Scrolling back up to see what a couple of you said. I also really like Dress Up Darling. I have a bunch of anime figures above me to kind of give me a reference. I also really big into Vocaloid, really big into Hatsune Miku and Hatsune, the other Vocaloids. I'm also a really big Evangelion fan. I have a Revolutionary Girl Utena tattoo, and I have an Evangelion tattoo. So I don't fuck around about my anime. AS Marcinus says, I'm currently playing Super Neptunia RPG. Pretty great so far. Oh, that's the one with the purple-haired anime girl, right? I've always been interested in that, but I don't know anything about Neptunia. Warsop Pete says, talking about throats, ever since Raura from Hololive announced that she's getting surgery for nodules on her throat, I've seen a lot of VTubers talk about it and get worried about it. Do you have any ways of taking care of your throat? Every time I stream, I always have tea right after stream, and then I'll try my best not to talk a lot for at least a couple hours to kind of give my throat a little bit of a break. But it also depends on what I did that day. Like for a talking stream like this, I will most certainly have a nice warm cup of tea after and then give myself a very small vocal rest. I also try very hard not to push myself too much. Like if I am recording scream or metal vocals for a day, so what I'll do is I'll try my very best to only do cleans one day and then screams the next day or the next time I have time to record. Just to make sure that I'm not overwhelming my vocal cords with doing both too much. But yeah. Those are like the biggest tips I do. I don't really do like vocal misters or anything like that. I probably should because I do baby my vocal cords a lot, but you know. Meow meow. Let me scroll. Oh, I'm lost. I'm all the way up in chat. Let me see. Sai says, I had a 9-9 Eldorazi out first turn. They shut that shit down. We still need to get May to do that random commando game. I've only played Magic the Gathering twice. I'm scared. I'm not good at Magic the Gathering yet. Fine says, you look like Tato, May. No, I do not look like Tato. Tato has drills in her hair. I do not look like Tato. We have like, I guess, similar hair color, but I don't think so. I do like Tato, though. I actually was gonna cover a Teto song. Next, I started recording that yesterday. Meow, meow, meow. You see. Oh, thanks for the headbats. Church IT Tech gets the silent treatment after every stream. No, it's okay. Not the silent treatment. He just knows I try to be silent or not just be quiet after I stream. Ace Arabian says, I'm sorry, my holiness. I have to go now. Have a great sermon. I hope you have a great day. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Ace Arabian Assassin. I hope you have a nice one, and I hope to see you again in the church soon. Bye-bye. I'm not not leaving though. You're stuck with me for a little bit longer. Hi, Vivid Alchemist. How are you today, my friend? Also, May, can't say much. Need to play Deadlock. All right, fair enough. Enjoy, enjoy. Zio says, I've been eating ramen trying to get better. I gotta go to the grocery store after stream today. And I'm learning I don't fucking ever know what the fuck to make. Like, so Church IT Tech is the kind of person where he doesn't really crave food. So I'm always the person that has to like figure out the meal plan for the week. And I'm running out of shit. I'm running out of shit to make. I don't even fucking know what to get anymore. And it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm cooking so much that I don't ever really, like, desire food myself either. I don't fucking know what I want to eat anymore. I'm losing all sense. Wah. Warsaw P says, make Slovakia with tzatziki. I do like tzatziki. Klein says, good, you can eat pasta every day. It is cheap. I do eat pasta way too much, but... Does Church IT Tech have a favorite food? In-N-Out Burger. It's not even something that can be homemade. He likes In-N-Out Burger, and I can't make that. And Chick-fil-A. His favorite foods are fast food places, which, like, I get it. I also eat a lot of fast food. That's fine. He'll probably never have a favorite food that's a homemade dish from me. Not to say I'm not a good cook. I'm a fucking crazy cook if you haven't seen my recipes, but there are some people just like me personally, I go crazy for a good meal. I need to have a good meal at the end of the day. Church IT Tech is not that way. He's the kind of person where it's like, just put food in his mouth and he'll live, you know? It can be whatever. And then he'll only ever really want like fast food because of that. I grew up in a household where I only ever had fast food. My parents were always too busy to cook. So I'm like sick of fast food, you know? I eat fast food a lot because of, you know, circumstances with life and whatnot. But I try to like cook meals a little bit more because I never really got home cooked meals as a kid. But he comes from a household where they cooked every single night. So that's probably why. That's probably why our food tastes don't really match up. I never really had a say in what we had for dinner, and I never really got home-cooked meals. So now I'm always trying to plan nice dinners and make interesting meals. And on his hand, he's probably sick of home-cooked meals and probably loves some McDonald's now and then. So, I don't know. Classy Robin says, homemade pasta for me, comfort food. And you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Ooh. Ooh, hold on. My ear.
Hello.
My ear's giving out.
Hi.
Give a second. So, I don't think I have tinnitus or anything. But every now and then, my little ear will just be like, wee, and it'll do that little noise, and it'll, like, cut off for a second. But it's fine now. My ear's good. The ringing went away. Welcome to the church, by the way, Dogmatic Enigma. I hope that you are having a wonderful day.
Yay!
Tinnitus, that's tinnitus. What? No, don't worry about it. Are you saying that this doesn't happen to everyone? I feel like everybody's ears gotta ring at some point. Everybody's ear gotta ring at some point. Warsaw B says, you're an American. Eating fast food is in your constitution. The 420th Amendment. Damn. Shivamaru says, that is tinnitus, but not the condition. It's a normal thing as you age. No! I'm getting old! I'm only 26! Damn it, no! Fuck. That's okay. Also, give me a second, please. I gotta blow my nose. I don't know any other streamers and yappers here. I don't know if you guys get the same thing as me, but when I talk too much, I like rattle around all the mucus in my skull, and then I gotta blow my nose real bad. Happens every single time. I have a box of tissues that I keep on my desk, explicitly for that purpose. I talk too much. Let me see. Yum, 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 yum. Simamaru says, it's the name of that sensation and the condition is so hard to distinguish. Man, well, I'm just gonna pretend that I don't know. Shivamaru says deviated septum. I don't think I have a deviated septum, but I do have a little knock in my nose because I got slapped and I fell into a doorknob one time. So I don't think it's deviated, but I do. My nose is a little, a little, But overall, I still think that my nose is cute.
Yum, 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 yum.
I have a pocket-sized thing of tissues. I usually try to keep tissues on me. I keep that thing on me. Rice Neighbor says, I was raised with home-cooked meals, so I've got to the point where I'll eat any food as long as it tastes good. Okay, so that's definitely a thing that Church IT Tech has. He'll eat any food so long as it tastes good. M Gamer says, a doorknob met my teeth once. Oh, fuck. Oh, you know what? Actually, as a kid, you want to know how I lost my first teeth? So, a McDonald's in my city got sued because they put a pole in the play place not too far after the slide. So when you get off of a slide and you're dizzy and you're a little kid and you get back up and you start walking, there's a pole right fucking there. So as a kid, I lost my first 4 teeth because I got off of the slide in the McDonald's play place and I smacked straight into the pole and I lost all 4 of my front teeth. So in a lot of my a lot of my early childhood pictures, there's a ton of pictures where I'm losing all 4 of my front teeth. And then McDonald's got sued, not by my parents, but because some other parents, I guess. And they ended up having to, I don't remember if they took out the play place entirely or they just moved the position of the slide or something. I don't remember. But yeah, whoever's fucking bright idea it was to put a slide outside. Oh,
Hi.
stinky check. You guys shower today? I think you guys smell fine. I think it's all good. I personally, if you guys did a stinky check on me right now, I do not think I would pass. I gotta shower still. I shower after my streams because I have to do my streamer girl showers. I've said this before. Something about streaming makes me super sweaty, so I gotta do my after stream showers. So don't smell me. Don't smell me right now. But after I shower, feel free to smell me. I'd like to smell good. Catsam says, hello, gorgeous May, wondrous May, beautiful May, stunning May. Oh my goodness, what is with all these compliments all of a sudden? Are you a charmer? My goodness. How was your weekend, sweetheart? God, I wish nuns were real. It's okay. I'm right here, baby. I'm right here. I'm real. I'm none. My weekend was good. I did not leave the house and it was wonderful. Though I do have to leave the house today after stream. I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta be an adult. Wah. May is the best. What? What is with the compliments? Knock it off. You know I don't deserve those. Glassy Robin says, I showered last night to cleanse after my incident. And totally understandable. I also got in a car accident last year. So I had a terrible, this time of year last year. My tire fucking exploded and I was driving around after my job that I fucking hated. My tire exploded and I was driving around for 4 hours trying to find a 24-hour tire place so I could get my fucking tire replaced so I can get to work again the next day. And then the next day after that, I got rear-ended. So my tire exploded. I dropped $200 getting my fucking tire replaced. And then the next day I got rear-ended. So that was wonderful. And then a month after that, I got fired. So I had a great year last year. I'm good now, though. Yay! But yeah, that's also why, I started streaming and then I didn't stream for 2 months because a lot of fucking happened to me in those 2 months. Warsop Peace says, May is perfectly satisfactory. I'm Polish. That's the best you're getting. Let's go! Perfectly satisfactory! This is my second accident in 5 years. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Your brother let it slip. And I just connected the dots because I remembered that you guys are siblings. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you didn't want people to know. I hate adulting sometimes, too. Life sucks. That's all we can say. Katsum says, May is genuinely my favorite streamer I met this year. As much as we may give her, she's genuinely an amazing gamer. Needing encouragement to lock the fuck in? Absolutely. But good at games? Absolutely. We love you, May. Well, hold on. Glazing? Why are we, why am I getting glazed? I don't, thank you, though. That's very kind of you, and I always appreciate the nice words. I don't think good at games counts. I'll take everything else, Katsum. Thank you. Let's go. But I am sorry to hear that. I actually so I'm fortunate enough to have never been in a terrible car accident. When I got rear-ended that last year, it wasn't that bad, just a little bit of like whiplash after. But my mom is I don't want to say serial car crasher, but my mom does not get to drive very much these days because every single car that she's ever had has been in an accident. So don't trust my mother with your cars. Not that she does it on purpose. She just doesn't. She has a problem with her phone. She does not get off of her phone even when she's driving. So I'll drive everywhere when my mom is involved. But one of them was not her fault though. She was driving home from work back when she did work, and somebody ran a red light, which is very notorious in Vegas. If you guys are ever in Vegas and you're driving here, you need to be careful and wait at least 2 seconds after the light turns green, because we have the most notorious red light runners that you'll ever fucking find. Drivers in Vegas are very impatient. But yeah, my mom got clocked in the side of the car by a red light runner. So that was never fun. Never fun. Car accidents are never fun. Katsum says, getting glazed? Nah. I'm prepping you, lifting you up so the mods can dunk you extremely hard in like an hour when the app stops. No, damn it. Damn it. How the mighty need to fall, I guess. Oh, man. Katsum says, I'm being genuine. I like spending time here, and I think you're pretty good at gaming, but I have to join the bullying once the games begin. So while the games aren't happening, love you, hun. Okay. Wow. Thank you. I guess I'll take the compliments when I can get them, I suppose.
Yay! Yay!
Hold on, let me move my bang.
Yay!
Usually, I feel like moving the bang makes me look a little bit more like a toddler.
Yay!
Warsaw B says, I'm guessing drivers in Vegas are on too much speed to be patient. Honestly, probably. Ow, 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 ow. Thanks.
Yay!
All right, let me get out of your face. Yup. Let me get out of your face. Have another look at the cleavage, I suppose. So, now that we are... Kokorokake. What was I gonna fucking say? Oh, no. A couple poked your eyes. How fucking dare you? Ow. 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 Anyway. For those who are... Actually, I want to open this back up to everyone. I started talking a little bit about this and then I got distracted by something else. But what was everyone's favorite experience this year? Now that we're kind of looking down the nose of December and New Year's, what is something cool that you guys did this year that you would like to share with everybody? Ryan Cypress says drivers in Kentucky are the same way. Oh, with very notorious red light running? Yeah, I bet. What? Kokoro, heart, and Bukake. Yeah, Kokoro Kake. Let's go. Actually, I like that. Thanks for the Kokoro Kake. Classy Rama says, meeting you was pretty cool. Me? Oh, stop it. What does Scallop? Me? Me? Stop it. Come on, phooey. But thank you. I was saying before, I went back to Washington, which is Washington State, which is where I was born, which was actually pretty cool, because I'd never really been back there. And also, it was my first time going to an adult wedding that was not a family member. So that was cool. That was the fun thing that I think. The fun thing I think that I did this year is I went to a wedding. I went to a wedding and went to where I was born. Two things that I do not do often. M Gamer says, you know what? I agree with my brother. You were a pretty good thing this year. Aw, come on. What is with all this end of year glazing? Come on, guys. Come on. I'm just a little lady. Drop everything and sing me a song. Oh man. Aw, man. Okay, well, what do you want? What do you want? What song are we thinking of? Ryan Stamper usually Ryan Stamper, because you redeemed it, you have first dibs. If I know the song, I can do my best. Hearing you sing is a good one.
Aw, guys, come on, guys. One scallop.
But what do you want? What do you want me to sing? Since you're redeemed to drop everything and sing me a song. Truckin' says, finally back in the truck with some dinner. Got some Subway. Ooh. Got some Subway. What kind of sandwich? Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice? Okay. Okay, dealer's choice. The fuck have I been doing then? Oh man. Well, when you leave it up to me, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna look and see if a song I like has a karaoke. Not yet. Not yet. Dealer's choice, huh? I mean, I was talking about the Hades 2 song I really like, but I'm pretty sure I sang that on stream already. Sorry, okay, I know I'm being quiet. I'm looking for a song. Footlong Italian BMT, no cheese, not toasted, lettuce, onion, green peppers, pickles, and chipotle. That sounds crazy. You got a lot of vegetables in that bitch. That sounds wonderful.
Meeting man was neat too. Yay!
Everyone's being so nice to me. Stop it. Come on. What the hell? I'm still trying to think of a song that I want to sing here, so I apologize for the wait. I'm listening to a lot of like Vocaloid again. Maybe I could find a kind of rock metal Vocaloid-y song. Oh, May, do you know who the Proto Men are? I do not. You'll have to educate me. May, I love you. Oh, just stop it, guys. Thank you, though. The world scallop. Thank you. I'm still looking for a song to sing real quick. I do kind of feel like singing a Japanese song because I've been listening to a lot of Japanese music again. I'm thinking along the lines of anime, thinking along the lines of Vocaloid, thinking along the lines. I know I'm taking a minute. I am sorry. Baby got back. What the what the hell? Hi. Oh, Kami. Oh, I was somebody was asking me about metal vocals earlier. And so I sent them your way because your metal vocals are crazy.
Hi, Kami. Welcome in.
I gave you a little shout out earlier. I don't know if you got the notification or not. I'm trying my best. Somebody just redeemed drop everything and sing me a song. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I want to sing because they said it was dealer's choice. So now I don't know. Let me look and see my YouTube music and like what was the most recent thing that I listened to. YouTube music app, please. Sorry. Welcome in, Baroqueback Texas Red. I hope you are having a nice day. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me see. The last thing I listened to was Toxicity by System of a Down. And I do know that song, so that might have to be it. You guys like System of a Down? Okay. Okay, so because it's dealer's choice and I couldn't think of a song fast enough, Somebody, if you were just coming in, somebody redeemed Drop Everything and Sing Me a Song. The most recent thing that I listened to was Toxicity by System of a Down, so that's gonna have to be it. So give me a moment to set up my karaoke mic. I just have to switch a couple things around here. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? No, that's Chop Suey, man. Toxicity is the other one. All right. I might be quiet here for a second as my microphone swaps from my karaoke mic to my regular mic. So I actually still have the Pibble one on. I am Pibble. Wash my belly. I'll get my karaoke mic out in a second though. My karaoke mic is genuinely just on voice mod.
Oh, it wasn't even on. Okay, now I'm Pibble. Wash my belly. Okay.
Yes. Okay, I have my karaoke mic back on. Karaoke mic time. Yay! All right, I'll switch us over to the gaming scene, so that I can share the screen with you guys. All right. Doing some more. Oh shit! I almost relaunched OBS. That wouldn't have been good. If you are just coming in, somebody redeemed Stop Everything and Sing Me a Song. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna do it here. But I'd have to switch my mic on that screen and everything as well. So I'm gonna turn off my BGM. And then I'm gonna share my screen. There we go. Good enough. Oh, shit. All right. I'm gonna turn my gain down a little bit so I'm not killing your ears. All right. How am I sounding, y'all? Is my karaoke mic, is my reverb good? I'm gonna test the sound level on the karaoke. All right, it's not picking that up. So let me... All right, now it's picking up.
La la la. Can you hear me over the song? Should I turn up my levels?
All right, it's a redeem. Just doing a quick karaoke real quick. Song too quiet? All right. Thank you. Conversation, software version 7.0. Looking through life through the eyes of a tired heart. Heating seas as the pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, Yo, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder, disorder? No, somewhere between the sacred song and sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred songs and sleep. Disorder, disorder, disorder. Flashlight liveries caught in the headlights of a truck. Heating seas Somewhere between the secret silence and sleep. Disorder, disorder, disorder. Okay, Chester, calm down. And yo, what do you want the world? What do you want disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder, disorder, disorder. When I became the sun, I shone life into the man's heart. When I became the sun, I shone life into the man's heart. There was your karaoke.
Yay!
Hopefully it was okay. Sorry, guys. Thanks for the quick karaoke redeem. Hope you guys enjoyed that song.
Yay!
That was very good.
Yay!
Oh, girl, it's down. Oh, girl, it's down.
Yay!
Thank you for singing, of course. And thank you for wanting to hear me sing. It makes me very happy when people want to hear me sing.
Yay!
I tend to get nervous whenever people redeem the drop everything and sing me a song, but I feel like I've been doing a pretty decent job not getting too scared whenever that happens these days.
Yay!
Zio says, if only I had enough fake money to buy another karaoke. What was your request, Zio? I have all the shit on now, so. Truckin says, is IT home? Yep, he's home. Do you want me to get him over here to say something? Hey, May, would I be able to ask you to react to a song on stream? Depends. Lassie Ramen says, I would love for you to sing me happy birthday in January when it comes. Of course. Marstoppy says, I have enough to request. Oh my. Ask him when we're gonna play Magic the Gathering together. He hates Tabletop Simulator, but I'll ask. Actually, you can ask. You probably have his Discord. But I'll leave it for another stream. Just listen to 115 because it fucks. Fair enough. All I got for my birthday was get fucked birthday, boy. Sorry. You want me to give you a better, a retroactive one? Happy birthday to you. Anyway. I would like to sing IEAO, but I don't think I could do the fighting crime with the partner. Lois Lane, Jimmy Carter, fighting crime with the partner, for cop, undercutter, Sagat, our cover, why? Very well. Oh, okay. Klein did it too. Okay. Well, I guess you guys are getting another song. Klein, what's the song? Klein, what do you want? And Hardaman, so I was being a smart ass. Fair enough. Zutek says, hello there, ma'am. Are you doing fine this evening or day? I am doing quite well, my friend. Thank you. People are redeeming little karaoke redeems real quick, so I'll do the one that Klein wanted. Klein says, I can't decide. If you're doing dealer's choice again, then I'll I sang it on stream before, but I do like that one song from Hades 2 quite a lot, so if you wanted me to sing up to you guys though. If you want me to pick out another rock or metal song, I will listen to what my most recent music that I had been listening to. Children of the Grave, Black Sabbath. Crazy. I don't know. I should know more the Black Sabbath songs better. I don't know the melody of that one good enough. I need to study.
Meow, 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 meow.
If you are just coming in, a couple of people redeemed little karaoke redeems real quick, so we are singing those songs real quick. Want something else? Sure. Go for it, buddy. Else, I'm just scrolling through my most recent music on YouTube Music.
La 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 la.
But how are you today? Let me see. Who typed that? Zutak. How are you today, Zutak? I hope you're having a nice day. We're deciding on some karaoke right now. Should I can ask you another question? I was making a Church IT Tech look at the chat again, Salvi. Welcome to the Black Parade, maybe? I do know that song. I think everyone knows that song. Sai says, when I was. Okay. Lost connection for a second there. I'm back. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Klein was the one who redeemed, so Klein does get first dibs, so long as I know the song. Let's see. Let's look at the suggested songs on my YouTube suggestions. As my 20-minute long ASMR diatribe, there's some ASMR on the side. Who else redeemed? It was Ryan Stamper and you, Klein. So just you now. One more karaoke song. There's a different My Chem song over here, Helena. Okay. Taking a sip of water real quick. Falling away from me, corn. Can do that. Ooh, I might be able to. It might be a corn song that I know well enough. Meow meow pick after stream? Okay, I could do that. Let me see. I'm trying to run through it in my head real quick. I don't think I know this song well enough. Fine, I'm sorry. I suck at your song recommendations. Or your song suggestions. I do apologize. Chick with the snake Attila. Guy who's pulling out all the songs I don't know very well. I can keep going. You spit out a couple of different songs. And eventually you'll hit the nail on the head. Hugs May. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, thank you. Truckin says, I don't know if I can still do Payback by Attila word for word.
Yeah, this guy likes metal. This guy likes walking.
For those who are still coming in, not really into the whole karaoke thing, how are you guys today? What are you up to? And I hope you guys are well. I do. Here, hold on. The other most recent songs that I have listened to are King for a Day, Pierce the Veil, Violence Against Nature, Bad Omens and Poppy, Psychosocial, Slipknot, Afterlife Evanescence. I was also listening to some Buck Tick. That's not necessarily the same thing. I also recently listened to Master of Puppets and Enter Sandman from Metallica. Honestly, lots of major hits. Also, Cop Car from Mitski. Sorry, I was kind of sad the other day. I have been listening to a lot of Pierce the Veil, Careless Machines. Devil and I, Slipknot. It's also in my most recent listen to. Just came from a long walk. Gotta burn those calories. Absolutely, my friend. I hope that you had a wonderful walk, even. A nice brisk evening walk. Isn't late as shit where you are, buddy? Climb. Devil Shine Down. Not familiar, my friend. It's midnight. Okay, a nice little midnight walk. That's pretty good. Wilder, remember, it's done. Time to play as Tall Hot Nun. Yes! Enjoy playing as, I believe her name was The Undertaker? Enjoy Undertaker. Enjoy undertaking, even. Sorry, guys. We are still low-key trying to figure out what is the next karaoke song. There's 2 redeems. Show what you listened to recently. On like my YouTube Music. I would, but my YouTube Music is connected to my personal account, and I don't want it to say real name. Real name. Real name, like, playlist. So I I don't think I can. I do apologize. I'm looking at my YouTube Music on my phone. I have my actual YouTube pulled up here, like on the screen, but yeah, sorry. sorry. Also in my most recent was Violent Pornography. Kuchizuke, but Bucktick. People Shit, Slipknot, End of You, Poppy, Amy Lee, Courtney LaPlante. Summoning a Sleep Token. May I have an absolutely absurd dilemma to cause a clip? Okay. Right now we're trying to figure out karaoke, but what is your dilemma? Hevelini? How are you today, by the way, my friend? I hope you're having a nice day.
Nom, nom, nom.
Just like ignore the corn behind me. Just some bands. I mean, I sang one System of a Down. I've been listening to a lot of Pierce the Veil lately. I got some Slipknot in my playlist. I have some Spirit Box in my playlist. Got some Limp Bizkit in my playlist. Got some Bad Omens in my playlist. What else? What else have I got up in here? You guys, I mean, I have Ghost in my playlist. I have Sleep Token in my playlist. I have some 3 Days Grace in my playlist, but I'm not as familiar with other 3 Days Grace songs that are not in my playlist. Learn the Dragon Ball Z theme song. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z in my life. And I have no plans on starting today. Helvini says, way out of pocket, and I will wholeheartedly take the ban for it. I heard it on the radio today. You can only choose one. You are sleeping between your parents. Would you rather be 2 inches in your mom or take 2 inches of your dad? Considering the fact that I hate my father, I guess I just have to go with the mom on default. But would like to not have to be in that situation in the first place, to be honest. I also think most people would not enjoy the scenario of having to sleep with your parents. Dragon says, bold of you to assume I have 2 inches. Actually, yeah, bold of you to assume. maybe some of us here have some micro penises, huh? Maybe some of us here can't. Fuck you, by the way. Insensitive to the micro penis community. Okay. Anyway. Okay, Klein, what I'm gonna do for you, because we can't find a good mutual song here, is I'm gonna give you a redeem on those points. You're gonna send me a list of songs that you want me to learn. Next time I stream, I have to be ready for you to pick your song. So I'm gonna give you a refund real quick on yours. Send me a couple of songs that you want me to learn for sure, and then I will learn them for the next stream. Okay. Then let me give you your redeem back. I'm gonna go through my list real quick here, please. On requests. What was the most recent one? Klein. Where's Klein? Oh no. I think it's at the Scallop? It took me back to like all the days ago. Ah, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna. How do I? Is it reject? Refund points back. Yup. All right, there you go. There you go, my friend. So, okay. Just send me the songs that you want me to learn. For sure. I'll pick out the one that I'm most comfortable with, and I will be ready to sing it for you next stream. No need to redeem it again. I know that I owe you one fine. But I just refunded you the points just in case. I'll put that in Discord. I will make sure that I am studied on the songs that you want me to sing, Klein. But thank you. I would sing you anything if we had those songs in common. But let me switch back to my regular mic so you guys aren't listening to my reverby ass voice. Oops, that's not the right setting. There we go. Normal microphone is back. Yay! There we are. Oh, hold on. Let me turn my gain back up.
Yay!
Okay, cool. We're good. Does that mean we can get your reaction to the song now? Shit. What was the song you wanted me to react to? Heavenly says, okay, wholesome. No! Put it away! Put it away! Thanks. Calling out by the Proto Men. Okay, hold on. Calling out by the Proto Men. We'll do it. We can do a little bit of a music share session. Hold on. Let me turn my. Ooh, ee, ah, ee, ooh, ee, ah, ee. Yes. Ooh, ee, ah, ee, ooh, ee, ah, ee. Okay. I'll make this bigger so we could all watch together. Keep in mind, this is from a rock opera. Hey, that rocks. I fuck with a rock opera. Right now, Meow Meow's she's laying in the I'm upset with you pose. The art and vibe makes me think cyberpunky. Oh shit, there's lyrics. It feels 80s. Is it 80s? I like the vocalists. I like the power of her voice. Words of the song? That's wild. Fuck you. I meant the lyrics on the screen, not the fact that there's words in a song. bitch. This vocalist has great cleans. I like it. Don't stop. Fucker. Ow, 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 ow. Thanks. Ayokami. What year did this song come out? 2025. It feels very retro. And this is a pre-release too? Man. It feels very it feels very 80s. They nailed that sound.
I go.
I'll do the sippy and stretchy. Thank you. That was very good. I'm surprised how recent of a song it is because it does feel very very old. But I like that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Sai. That was very good. Warsaw P says 80s got a big resurgence a decade ago and it's still going along. It definitely is. And I've always found it interesting the cycles that kind of like kind of go in not even just in like music but in pop culture trends widely. It's always been interesting to me how we'll always return to some other time. It doesn't matter like what was popular, we'll return to it. Like I think it's interesting how the kids these days, as if I'm not also kids these days, have been obsessed with like the whole early 2000s Y2K when like I was fucking alive, you know? And I've been seeing younger kids kind of I've been seeing like 2012 core rumbling around on the internet and it's like listen, the last thing in the world that I want to see is stutter shades and I love boobies mustache t-shirts and bracelets, the rubber bracelets that everybody used to wear back in 2012. That's the last thing that I'd like to be reminded of. But the kids these days have started to romanticize like 2012 and 2012 through 2014 type of beat. Somebody earlier asked, do I know the lyrics to a somber song? The only somber song I know is the hook in one of his songs where it's like, and I don't want to learn another scent. I don't want the children of another man to hide the eyes of a girl I won't forget. That's the only part of a somber song that I know. Because it was popular on TikTok. That's it. That's it. Warsaw Pieces, the early 90s was a big throwback to the late 60s, early 70s. And it's so interesting how trends always rely on nostalgia in that way. Is anything truly, tell me this, is anything truly ever new? Especially in terms of like music and pop culture, because it always ends up we always end up looking back on something that always happened. Warsaw Pieces, grunge bands mix punk with Black Sabbath. Oasis tried to be the Beatles. Which is crazy to think of Oasis trying to be the Beatles. Because I feel like people do not associate the two with each other at all. People... Anyway. Warsaw Peace, Sai says, yeah, we had the second British invasion. It's always been interesting to me, the cycle that we have. Also, Hevlini asked me something a little bit ago that if I lost something, that I wanted to reclaim in a box, I did briefly think about the message and I wanted to get back to answering it later. I don't think that there is a single material possession that I would feel solely lost without, you know? I think like I think I think if there was one thing in my life that I really wanted to get back is like probably it's not something that's tangible. It's not something that you can put in a box. Um it'd probably be my fucking enjoyment of this time of year, TBH. But anyway, Hyper Phantom says, it's all inspired by art that comes before. Have you seen the Four Chords videos? I have, and I've also seen the like the music theory videos where like all songs have these different like chord progressions. All songs stem from these chord progressions, and it's especially interesting when you think about like the like Japanese music. Japanese music has this one chord progression that they always end up relying on. It's very interesting stuff when you look into music theory. Oh, Glorb, hi May. Hi Johnny Schlicks, how are you today, my friend? I hope that you are well. How has your week been, dear? We were having a little music sharing session. I did a little bit of karaoke. We've also just been talking a lot in general. How are you today, my friend Johnny? Our fandom says, yeah, it's really cool stuff when you get into the theory. I want to get into like music composition. I've been looking into maybe like getting my hands on Ableton or something at some point. Because I most certainly do want to produce my own original music without paying an arm and a leg every time I want to write a song. Let me see. Sai says, did you hear the story about the 90s band almost causing John Cleese to get in a car accident? I'm not aware, I think. Warsaw P says, yeah, but when you listen to Oasis's album, What's the Story, Morning Glory, the one with Wonderwall, and there's such a Beatles vibe to this music, plus the way they look, totals Beatles throwback. And I feel like that's fair. I was thinking of it more in the purely like Oasis is not nearly like near the pillar that the Beatles ended up climbing, you know, through their career. But I understand like the sonical parallels. Johnny says, my week has been very eepy, been sleeping the exams away. And that's good. You deserve all the eep that you can possibly guess. Does that mean that you're done with the semester? In which case, congratulations. If not, then I hope it's done for you very, very soon. Sai says, so there was a skit in Monty Python where they came up with a band name so absolutely silly they thought no one would use it. Classy Robin says, Beatles, my favorite band. Bowie, my favorite solo artist. My mom's favorite band is also the Beatles. And my mom's name is Michelle, so she always really likes the Michelle, My Belle song. Makes her happy. Sai says, and in the early 90s, Cleese was driving in California. He was listening to the radio and they announced the song name. The band was Toad the Wet Sprocket, which the band name in Monty Python, of course. And when he heard it, he almost wrecked out of sheer shock. I mean, iconic. Iconic for them. Iconic for Toad the Wet Sprocket. But, meow. I forgot. I was gonna say something and then I totally forgot. Oops.
Oopsie daisy, that's me.
Let me see. I learn another scent. I don't want my children of another man. Let's see. It is 3:17. I've been going for 2:15. I think I will wrap up in about 15 more minutes because you're going to yell at me. I haven't eaten yet today, and I need to go to the grocery store so that I can eat. So I will wrap up in about 15 minutes. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, anything you guys want to open up discussion for, or anything else random, now's the fucking time because I am getting hungry. Yes, please eat something. I've been kind of really bad lately, especially this week in particular, because I had my depressive episode. I basically started eating like one time a day again, which like also kind of nice because I've lost 4 pounds this week. pretty epic. But I need to eat, so it's not a good way to lose weight. But it was because I was in a depressive episode. I typically try to do a good job taking care of myself. I just had a tough week. So I promise I'll work on getting better at eating again this upcoming week. I am sorry. I apologize. Gomena sorry, my friends, my Tomodachis. I'll get better at that. Shitbox Garage says, Jesus, it's just like dealing with my wife. I'm sorry. Listen, I typically do not do this. I apologize. Warsaw P says, does she also like the song My Michelle from Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction? She does. Any song that mentions her name, she'll love. That will never happen to me. I will never tell you guys my IRL name, but it is not a name that ever ends up in songs. Because I have a very, unisex name. And it's not a pretty name either, so it's, it's not something anyone is ever gonna sing about. Shitbox Garage says, my wife complains about eating like crap, feeling like crap, and then she tells me she hasn't eaten or drank anything other than C4 and Dr. Pepper. Well, at least it's not that. When I get depressed, I don't experience any, what are they called? Just urges. I don't experience any urges. So hunger urges, gone. Sleep urges, gone. Thirst, any urge. Like when I get depressed, any typical urge that anyone feels just gets eviscerated for me, and I stop feeling the need for sleep, food, anything. So that is what happens. Cravings. Yes, cravings. I stop getting cravings for anything when I'm depressed. So this week when I had my really bad depressive episode, I stopped experiencing those kinds of, things again. But I'm getting those back. The fact that I'm able to say, hey guys, I'm hungry is a good sign because I'm hungry. That means that I have my cravings and my, senses back. But yeah. That is typically what happens to me when I get depressed and stuff. But I promise I'm working on it. I'm fine now. Sai says, Sarah McLaughlin's She Sung Angel in the ASPA commercials, I remember. Song Possession, the inspiration came from a stalker she had. When she used the letters he wrote her in a song, he sued for writing credits, lost, and ended up canceling his subscription to Live. Oh my god! That's crazy. I mean, it's his fault for being a stalker, I guess. Don't stalk people, guys. That's terrible. Okami says, wait, don't describe me, please. I'm sorry, Okami. If you're going through something as well right now, I know that I am always praying for you and sending you my best regards, and I hope that you are doing okay. I love you very much. Mwah. Warsaw P says, stop apologizing to us for not taking care of yourself, you ex-Catholic. At most apologize to yourself, then take care of your ass. I'm sorry. It's the Catholic guilt. I have to be sorry for everything all the time. I'm working on it. Don't let the nun shtick fool you. I'm always working on the whole Catholic guilt thing. Be guilty for nothing unless you did something really bad, like killed someone and then didn't tell their wife or something. And then married her or something. That's something that you should feel guilty for. Anyway, I've never watched Desperate Housewives, but I have been reading the wiki for that. Am I going to watch Desperate Housewives? Probably not, but I enjoy reading the wiki for shows that I'll never watch. Will I ever watch Sex and the City or Desperate Housewives? No. But will I read the shit out of the Wikipedia page for it? Yes. Sai says, oh, May, I know something else you might get a laugh at. Yes. Okami says, don't say sorry about saying sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I've done that. Yeah. Warsaw P says, you gotta watch Sex in the City. What am I? A 40-year-old woman? I actually, the only things that I've actually seen about Sex in the City is I've seen TikTok clips of the fucking, wedding that doesn't happen between Carrie and Big, and then she starts, slapping him with roses outside of a limo. That's the only fucking thing I've ever seen about Sex in the City. I don't know. Sai says, and you should Google G Gundam Neo Mexico and Google Images, and G Gundam Neo Mexico Gundam. Wait, I do want to see that. G Gundam Neo Mexico Gundam. Hold on. The fucking space colony is like a sombrero. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that. I like that. You know what? This rocks. I want to live in Neo Mexico. That's sick. And their Gundam is Tequila Gundam. Wait, actually? Tequila Gundam? That's real? Yeah, Tequila Gundam battle against the Shining Gundam. Let's fucking go! Why didn't you guys request tequila for karaoke? Okami! Look, it's our Gundam! Okami, it's our Gundam! Yes, finally! Some pride, some pride. Anyway, he gets bodied in 5 seconds. Ah, what the fuck? That would have been a good one. Tequila. I think, did I do tequila the last time I went to karaoke? I don't think I sang tequila last time I went to karaoke. Would have been funny though. The last time I went to karaoke, I went with a bunch of people that we all like Final Fantasy 14. So I just sang like Final Fantasy 14 songs the entire time we did karaoke. It was fun. I love Final Fantasy 14. Okami says Guillermo del Toro is the pilot. Yes! Finally, thank God. Paraloon says, "Hey yo, I'm back from repairing my phone." Oh yay! I'm very glad that you have your phone repaired. Welcome back, Paraloon. Speaking of 14, did you hear about the new song coming out? They got Tom fucking Morello. Yes, I did see. The song actually sounds really good. I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys here play Final Fantasy 14? If you guys have heard a snippet of the song, it's actually really fucking good. But if you guys don't know Tom Morello just by name, Rage Against the Machine, Audio Slave, Prophets of Rage, that's Tom Morello. Where's the I stopped at the end of 6.0. Understandable. Paraloon says, I don't have time for MMOs anymore. Understandable. Everything burns. Everything burns Final Fantasy 14. But Tom Morello is making the song. Here, I'll pull up the video so we can watch it.
Tom Morello, guitarist of Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave, etc., etc. Very excited to announce that I've been working on
But the song actually sounds really good.
Final Fantasy 14. It all started when Jason Charles Miller told me that Soken-san, the composer of Final Fantasy 14, was a huge Rage Against the Machine fan. And
here, I'll just skip to where the song preview comes in. I'm excited for the new patch. All of the songs for the Arcadian Raid tier have been really fucking good too. Like, I wanted to sing, oh my god, what's it called? What's it called? What's the Arcadian song? I think it's Give It All. It's like, tonight our city bleeds red, blue, and green, and I walk in the dark unseen. That song from the Arcadian Raid tier. Incredible song. I really want to sing that. Oh, I'm stupid. It's literally right there. It's literally right there. All of the songs in the Arcadian Raid tier for Dawn Trail have been very good. The Arcadian Raid tier has also been pretty fun. Has Dawn Trail been my favorite expansion? No, but it's very fun. My favorite fight will always be Shiva. That song, I love Oblivion. Very, very good song. I need to do a short cover of that at least. But I do want to do a short cover of Give It All as well. A lot of the Final Fantasy guys, if you guys don't play Final Fantasy 14, the music for Final Fantasy 14 is fucking fire. Very good music. Sai says, going from choir music to straight up pissed off Square Enix accountant. Let's go! But the music in Final Fantasy 14 is very good. Oops. You guys want to see my Twitch? All right. The music is fantastic. I hate playing MMOs, unfortunately. And I understand that. MMOs is not everybody's cup of tea, but man, do I love MMOs. I grew up playing World of Warcraft. I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. I switched to Final Fantasy 14, but From what I've heard, the last few final World of Warcraft expansions have been quite good as well. But yeah, the music in Final Fantasy 14 is very good, especially Oblivion, which Sai mentioned. Oblivion, I feel like, is the song that makes Final Fantasy 14 into Final Fantasy 14. Because man, like when that song drops during the Shiva fight, so fucking good. Very good. Sai says, I was reading a thing from Soken and Chris, and they were like, where the fuck did that voice come from? She went Gretzko on them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I really like Final Fantasy 14. I've been playing it for a lot of years, and it's pretty cool.
Sai says, you just hear the diamond dust snap, and then it just goes punk rock, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a very, very good song for a very good fight. If you guys haven't heard my covers, my first cover, Scream, was actually a Final Fantasy 14 song. Foul child, bastard, and beast. That's a Final Fantasy 14 song.
I like Final Fantasy 14. It's pretty cool.
Destructor says, MMOs and competitive survival games require way too much time. And I understand. Also, May, have you heard the Puppets Bunker final fight song? In Nier Replicant? I don't think I have. But I have done the Nier raids in Final Fantasy 14. But if the song plays in Nier Replicant, I don't think I've gotten there then. It's an Automata. I haven't played Automata. I'm playing Replicant before I play Automata because I saw on the internet, aka Reddit, they were like, if you play Automata without playing Replicant, then you might as well kill yourself. And I was like, okay, damn, I guess I'm gonna play Replicant. So I started playing Replicant before I can play Automata. But I fully plan on playing Nier Automata on stream because I've been interested in getting into Nier for many years. Listen, all it took for me was seeing 2B once, and I was like, damn, I want to play Nier. Listen, a hot anime girl will get me straight into anything you want. Higher Phantom says, actually, you should start with Dragoon. I will kill myself. I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself. I played Drakengard 1 and 3. I can't. Too many games. I'm in too many long franchises. Destructor says, as a dad, I don't have time nor the fucks to give for those kinds of games. Probably why I love Night Rain so much. Fair enough. Understandable. Shiva is my favorite in any Final Fantasy game. And honestly, have you played Final Fantasy 16? Because the Final Fantasy 16 Shiva is gorgeous. Hold on, Final Fantasy 16 Shiva. I also played Final Fantasy 16 this year. Very much enjoyed. The Shiva design in Final Fantasy 16 is fucking gorgeous. They sure do know how to make a Shiva design. Sai says, you sail my love. Jill Warwick in Final Fantasy 16 is the dominant for Shiva. And I really loved the Final Fantasy 16 Shiva design. May, if you don't send us more pics of you, you'll get cursed. What do you mean? Of my cat? Or like me? I'm too scared to show you guys my face. I don't wanna. Sai says, but yeah, if you check out Scar Productions' cover of Weight of the World, I think you'd love it. For sure. All the gods in 16 were so well designed. They really were. For as much flack as people give Final Fantasy 16, I wholly enjoyed Final Fantasy 16. I really liked my experience with it. I also just, tucks my hair behind my ear. I really like Clive. I think Clive is sexy. That's all I gotta say. Don't forget Meow Meow pick after stream. Yes. She's actually right next to me, so it'll be quite simple to get a picture of Meow Meow after stream. But I do have to remember to tag you, so at Classy Robin after stream for Meow Meow pick. Smiley face. Okay, there we go. I wrote it down. Yay! We saw your bald head. Nothing can be worse. I'm bald. Listen, I get the shit bleached out of my hair. So, yeah, of course my scalp is gonna look a little fucked up after I bleach my hair for 4 hours straight. I'm not going bald. I have nice hair. The hell? The only time I'm bald is on on stream. In which case, where the hell is my bald toggle? I moved around all my toggles, so now I'm lost. There it is. There it is. My hat breaks a little bit, but I can be bald on stream. But I have a good head of hair IRL. Fuck you. All right, putting my hat back on. Fuck you, people. Also, the Omega song in Final Fantasy 16, crazy, crazy killer, very good. Let me see. And all the 14 players are like, oh, first time? Come fry heroes fry. Yes.
I like Final Fantasy 14. It's pretty cool. Hello, May.
Hello, Dark One. I was right about to start wrapping up stream, my friends, because I have to eat. But thank you for coming in and saying hello anyway. Which way is Larboard? Starboard! I don't know. I'm gonna dip out. Have a wonderful night. I have a 5-year-old that's getting a little too rowdy. Understandable, Destructor. I actually am about to wrap up here because I have to leave to make dinner. But let me see.
That's fine. I say have a great rest of your night.
No problem. Have a wonderful rest of your night as well, Dark One. Let me take a little look at who we want to raid out to today. And then before that, I will say my usual goodbye rigmarole. But before I leave, do you guys have anything else that you guys would like to talk about before I leave and go to the grocery store? Thank you for stream. Have a good night, May. Of course, I am always happy to stream for you all. It's probably one of my favorite things. Please stay safe. I absolutely will, Classy Robin, and I hope. Also, I pray that your situation gets a little bit better soon. I hope that you'll be feeling well soon enough. Warsop B says, "Are you gonna go to Wendy's? I gotta go to the grocery store, my man. I gotta go to the grocery store. That shit sucks." Yes. Warsop P says Wendy's nuts. Fuck you. Thanks for the stream and the beautiful singing. Of course. I mean, speaking of beautiful singing, I recently released a cover. So if you have not seen my newest cover yet, please do check it out. I'm pretty close to 300 views on my newest cover. Yippee! But anyway, I think I will raid you guys out to... I think I will raid you guys out to my friend Joy Hiki. She is playing Overwatch 2, eyes closed. What the hell are you wanting me to close my eyes for? It's the end of stream. What are you gonna have me do? Close my eyes while I try to type out my covers again? What the hell, man? Okay, well, if that is what it has to be, wait, okay, hold on. I gotta open my eyes for a second. End stream without your eyes. Fuck you. Fuck you. I posted a cover last Friday. I have a merch store. Please do check out my merchandise. Any little bit that I get from subs or streams or my merch or anything like that goes straight back into my Twitch. And I've already commissioned a cute little Christmas art for everybody, as well as some emotes and other stuff for everyone to enjoy. And I also commissioned Truckin's lewd art, so if you like lewds, look forward to that whenever it gets finished. What else? I've, in the spirit of Christmas season, I have like a throne. Don't feel pressured to get me anything ever. What matters to me is the time that you guys spend with me, as always. And that means the world to me. So thank you all for spending so much time with me today, as well as the other days. Hopefully I am going to be rating out to the right person here. I'm going to take a look. Okay. What did he request anyway? You guys will see. He asked me to keep it a secret, actually. But okay. I will raid you guys out to my friend Joy. I will copy paste a little raid message for you here. None raid, and then a little raid thingy here. So feel free to copy, paste. Feel free to copy paste that. How much for not safe for work? Who we talking about? So last month during my punishment stream month, Truckin did redeem the lewd art wheel spin. So I did finally commission that because I got paid from my job. So so I finally got around to commissioning that. But anyway, there is the raid message for you all. Thank you very much, as always, for spending as much time with me as you do. And I will, honestly, I'll probably work on my schedule for next week tonight, because I more or less know what my week's going to look like now. So I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I love you all so very, very much, and thank you for hanging out with me. Check out my covers, check out my merch, check out my social medias, and also check out my, Discord as well, because I have one of those. So if you liked hanging out here today, please feel free to hang out in our Discord as well. I do my very best to be as active as I possibly can there. Wait, May, I need to talk, please. What? Huh? What? I already clicked the raid button. What's going on? What? What did you need, Hellraiser? What's going on? Bye, May. Much love. Of course. Bye. Depression is a bitch. I wholly understand, my friend. I am literally ending stream right now. But I hope. Listen, I was also going through it this week. I had a really bad week this week to the point where I wasn't even eating. Just know I'm right there in the trenches alongside you. I hope that you are doing okay. I pray that you find some solace in your day, and I love you very much. Stay safe. But also for everyone, I love you all very much. Please stay safe. I know this time of year is a tough time of year for a lot of people. I for sure struggle a lot during this month. So if you're struggling, I hope you're okay. The raid is about to go through. I love you. I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry. The raid is about to go through. I love you all. If you're still here and you opted out of the raid, I love you all very much. And if you are going over to the raid, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.